Namaste viewers, welcome to Jnana Degula channel. In today's video, we'll try to understand the meaning of Hṛdaya Granthiḥ. Hṛdaya Granthiḥ. What does this Hṛdaya Granthiḥ mean? How should we understand this word, and then what are the things which should come to our mind when this word appears? Whenever we go through some scriptures or some texts in the Sanatana Dharma. Now, before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. Now, Hṛdaya means heart or the core of one's being. Actually, Hṛdaya doesn't mean our heart. It is something, heart is situated in Indian philosophy, it is different. Anyway, Granthi means some kind of a knot, some kind of entanglement, something attached. This is Granthiḥ. So, Hṛdaya Granthiḥ is referred to as the knot of the heart, as the heart is tied, symbolizing that the deep-rooted entanglement of three things. Entanglement of ignorance, Avidyā, desire, Kāmaḥ, and karma. So all these three things binds the individual soul, that is Jīvaḥ, to the cycle of birth and death, that is Saṁsāraḥ. This is Hṛdaya Granthiḥ. So now the binding is threefold. The strands of the knot are threefold. They represent three fundamental aspects that bind the soul. What are those fundamental aspects? The first is Avidyā. Avidyā means ignorance. See, actually, Vidya and Avidyā are not opposite. Avidyā means this is the false understanding of one's true nature. It creates the illusion of separation between the self, Atman, and the universe. Avidyā does that. Avidyā. Avidyāyam antare vartamānāha swayam dhīrāha panditam manyamānāha. See, now this is a Sanskrit this thing. Huh? Those who live in ignorance, Avidyāyam antare, those who live in ignorance, vartamānāha swayam dhīrāha, thinking themselves wise, dhīrāha means wise, are trapped in illusion. When they think that they are, oh no, they are all trapped in illusion. So the next second thing is Kāmaḥ, the desire. From ignorance, the desire arises. Desire for what? Desire for worldly pleasures. Why do we go for these worldly pleasures? We think that they will bring completeness, they will bring happiness, they will bring the entire thing happy to us. Pursuit of happiness. The Western world, says pursuit of happiness is the goal. But what kind of happiness? That is to be distinguished. Now these desires, materialistic desires, become binding forces that lead to action. We want that, we will fight for that. We want that, we will just go and then pursue that. We will struggle to get that. These are the things, this is the binding. Kāmayamānaha sa Kāmaḥ Saṁsāre bandhanam. It says, desire is the bondage that ties one to the cycle of birth and death. So this is Kāmayamānaha sa Kāmaḥ Saṁsāre bandhanam. Now this is the second one. The third one is action, karma. See, it is sequential. Avidyā leads to Kāmaḥ. Kāmaḥ leads to action. That is karma. This desire to get something, it results in action, which leads to all kinds of consequences. undesired consequences. These actions accumulate karma phala, fruits of action, that is binding the soul to the cycle of reincarnation. This karma phala will attach your soul to that samsara. Karmanaiva bandhaha samsaraha. So karmanaiva bandhaha samsaraha. It is only through karma that bondage is samsara, is created. The bondage in samsara is only through karma. So, the Hṛdaya Granthiḥ is untied or cut. Granthi bhedaha. How can we cut this? Through self-realization, that is Atma Jnana, and discrimination, that is Viveka. When one understands that the true self Atman is not the limited body, limited mind, but the eternal witness Sakshi, the knot begins to untie itself, the knot begins to dissolve. Vidyate Hṛdaya Granthiḥ Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. It is from Mandukya Upanishad, Vidyate, that means when the heart knot is broken, all doubts are shattered and one is freed from bondage. This is how it happens. Now, even the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also says, Yada sarve pravidyante hridayasyeha granthayaha. When all the knots of heart are untied, the soul is liberated. So when this Hṛdaya, it is all tied to all kinds of this karma phala, then samsara, then Kāmaḥ, Avidyā, all these things, these major three things, when it gets untied, then you get liberated. So, Hṛdaya Granthiḥ is some kind of metaphorical and represents the deep psychological and spiritual attachments that prevent one from realizing one's true nature. Liberation is achieved only when this knot is cut through knowledge and detachment. It is cut through your knowledge and detachment. That is why it is emphasized in Advaita Vedanta that the seeker must overcome ignorance, overcome desire, overcome attachment to reach that state of Jīvanmukti. Jīvanmukta, liberation from living. This is why this is the important thing. Viewers, with this explanation on this Hṛdaya Granthiḥ, these are all terms which are used in our Sanatana Dharma, our Hinduism, wherever our philosophy, the Eastern philosophy. So these are all things, not Eastern actually, it is the philosophy from this land. The meanings, we'll have to know those meanings properly, otherwise it will be difficult for us to understand the real philosophy. With this, we conclude this episode. Please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments in the comment box after having gone through the entire narration of this Hṛdaya Granthiḥ. Thank you viewers for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you.